Hi, today we're going to talk about lesson 8 volume. We're going to learn about this property of matter called volume, that it's the ability of taking up space, to occupying a space in place. For the vocabulary, we have liter, standard unit for liquid volume in the metric system. You probably know liter from when you buy a bottle of water or juice. Meniscus, that's the curved top surface of a liquid column. So when you see, you're gonna see that water, it's like this. Like you put it in a little tube, it's gonna be like this curved. So you measure it at the lowest point. Then converting between units of volume. So the amount of space that matter takes up, it's called volume. And any unit of matter takes up some space and therefore has volume. This means that air is a type of matter. And then liquid volume, it's measured by the liter. And then the base metric unit for measuring the volume of a solid, it's a cubic meter. And the conversion process, it's the same as when you're converting length. And here we have the formula that I'm gonna talk a little bit more in a moment. And then here we have an example. What happens if I wanna convert 40.2 liters to millimeters? Then you know you do your metric line. And since you want to move from meters, that would be here, to millimeters, you have to move 1, 2, 3 places. Okay, it means that you have to move that decimal point 3 places, and then you get 4,200 millimeters when you convert. And then remember that I talk about meniscus in the vocabulary. When measuring a liquid, you take the measurement at the lowest point of the cured surface. So usually when you measure liquid, you measure it in a graduated cylinder, and you must be able to read a scale on the cylinder, and it has gradations in millimeters. Okay. In this case, if you zoom it really close, it should be. Wait. The measurement should be between 37 and 48. Then remember that the volume is the amount of space that any object takes up. And then you can determine the volume of something in two ways. One, it's if it has a regular shape, like geometric, like a box, a rectangle, a square, then you use the formula, okay? And its volume equals length times width times height, okay? And so you just multiply it, okay? So for example, you have a box that has a length of 14 centimeters, a width of 11.5 centimeters, and a height of 9 centimeters. So just multiply it and you get your number. But what happens if you have an irregular shaped object, like a rock or Play-Doh, something like that? What you have to do is the water displacement method. So you're gonna have a graduated cylinder. You're gonna put some water and you're gonna measure how much water does it have. And then the object, you're gonna drop it, and then you're gonna see how much the water rises. And you subtract the amount that you had before, and the difference is the volume of the object. And of course, this doesn't work if you have an object that dissolves in water or absorbs water like a sponge. That's not gonna work. The standard unit of measure of liquid volume is the liter. And the size of the liter, it's determined by using linear metric units. So a liter size, it's expressed as a cubic decimeter. It means that if you got a box that measured 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and you fill it with water, that would be 1 liter or 1,000 milliliters. And 1 milliliter, it's the same as 1 cubic centimeter. It's the same. Okay, so that would be it.